Hello students, welcome to online science class. I am Babita Bhatnagar. Today I will teach you chapter 5 of class 7 science, acids, bases and salts. This chapter we will learn in two parts. In part 1 we will learn about acids, bases, their classification, their properties and uses. In part 2 we will learn about indicators, the effect of indicators on different substances, and we will discuss about neutralization reaction, formation of salts, types of salt, effect of neutralization reaction in everyday life, and we will identify the acidic salts, basic salts and neutral salt. In part 2 we will discuss about acid rain also. Students, we know that all substances are divided as solids, liquids and gases on the basis of their physical state. Substances can be divided in other ways also. Sometimes we use the sense of taste to group the substances. For example, fruits like lemon, orange, raw apple taste sour. Similarly, substances like bitter gourd taste bitter, sugar tastes sweet, while some substances are salty in taste. The sourness or bitterness in substances is due to the presence of acid or base in them. But it is not always possible and safe to know about the acidic or basic nature of substances by tasting them. So what do we use? We use indicator to know whether the given substance is acid or base. So when acid and base react themselves, then they form salt, and this reaction is called neutralization reaction. So students, in this chapter we will learn about the acids, bases, salts, indicators and about the neutralization reaction. Acids are the substances that taste sour. The example of acids are malic acid, formic acid, acetic acid, hydrochloric acid. Some of them are found naturally and some are synthesized in lab. Bases are the substances that are bitter in taste and are soapy to touch. Example of bases are baking powder, sodium hydroxide. There are substances which are neither basic nor acidic. They are called neutral substances. Example of neutral substances are common salt, water, sugar. Acid derives from the Latin word acere, which means sour. So the substances which are sour in taste are acidic. Some of the acids are found naturally in our food, like lactic acid is present in the curd, ascorbic acid is present in the amla, apple contains malic acid, citrus fruit contain citric acid, like lemon, orange, these all are citrus fruit, and spinach and tomatoes contain oxalic acid. Sources of acids. Acids are present naturally in the plants and animals, and some acids are prepared through the minerals. The acids which are present naturally are acetic acid, citric acid, oxalic acid, tartaric acid, lactic acid, formic acid and malic acid. Formic acid is present in the ant bite. And you know children, our body also produces acid. Hydrochloric acid is produced in the stomach, which helps in digestion. And during the vigorous exercise, our muscles also produce lactic acid. Students, now we will discuss properties of acids. The substances which contains acid taste sour. Acids are corrosive in nature. Acids, if exposed to eyes or skin, could be very dangerous. That is why we should take precaution while handling the acids. They also have ability to corrode the metals. That is why they are not stored in metallic containers. They are stored in glass and ceramic containers. If we test acid with litmus paper, it turns blue litmus red. What is litmus? Litmus is a natural indicator used to determine whether a solution is an acid or not. Solubility of acid in water. Acids are water soluble. Most of the acids are soluble in water either at room temperature or by heating. Acids when prepared are very concentrated. They contain a very little amount of water. To use them for lab purpose, concentrated acids are dissolved in a large amount of water. The acid then becomes diluted. We have to be very much careful when we add water to the acid because it may be dangerous. We have to add drop by drop acid to the water. Reaction with metals. Acids when react with metals produce salt and hydrogen gas. For example, when zinc metal is reacted with sulfuric acid, zinc sulfate is formed and hydrogen gas is produced, which can be tested by bringing a lighted matchstick near the mouth of the beaker. The gas burns with a pop sound. It means it is a hydrogen gas. Acids have pH less than 7 on pH scale. The pH scale has values from 0 to 14. Neutral substances have a pH of exactly 7. pH of pure water is 7. Acids have pH less than 7 and bases have pH more than 7. Acids are classified on the basis of their sources and strength. On the basis of their sources, acids are classified into organic acids and inorganic acid. Organic acids, acids that are found naturally in plants and animals. Materials are called organic acid. Example, formic acid, acetic acid, propanoic acid are all organic acids. These acids contain carbon and hydrogen atom. Inorganic acids. Inorganic acids are also called mineral acid. These acids are prepared from minerals found in our earth crust. Sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, and nitric acid are all mineral acids. These acids are commonly used in chemical laboratories. Such acids contain at least one hydrogen atom but no carbon atom. Students, on the basis of their strength, acids can be divided into two types, strong acids and weak acids. Strong acids are highly corrosive in nature. They can lead to severe burns, so we have to handle these acids carefully. All strong acids are mineral acids like sulfuric acid, nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. Mineral acids can also act against clothes and wood. That is why we do not store them in metal container. We store them in the ceramic or glass containers. Weak acids. Weak acids are not as harmful as strong acids. Example, acetic acid, lactic acids. These acids mainly include organic acids. In our diet, we also consume organic acid like acetic acid, malic acid in apple. You know children, all mineral acids are not so strong. For example, carbonic acid, it is a weak acid. It is present in fizzy drink and we drink this fizzy drinks. Uses of acids. Students, acids are very useful in our day-to-day life. Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is used for removing rust from the iron and steel. It is also used to remove stains which adhere between the tiles of a swimming pool and cannot be cleaned by using a detergent. Hydrochloric acid is used in the production of various compounds such as dichloroethane and vinyl chloride. The gastric juice in our stomach contains hydrochloric acid. This chemical helps in the breakdown and digestion of food, and it also kills many bacteria that enter the stomach, protecting us from harm. Hydrochloric acid is a strong acid, but it does not harm our stomach. Our stomach is protected from this acid by secreting a thick mucous membrane, which produces mucus. Thus, effect of hydrochloric acid is neutralized. Sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is an important industrial chemical and the most commonly used acid. It is also known as king of chemicals. It is used in manufacturing of fertilizers like ammonium sulfate and superphosphate of lime. It is used in car and inverter batteries. It is used in manufacture of dyes, detergents and explosive. Acetic acid. Acetic acid is used as vinegar in food preservation. It enhances the taste of food. Vinegar is used as a preservative in pickles also, because many microorganisms cannot survive in the acidic conditions. So this vinegar kills the microorganisms. Acetic acid is used in production of products such as ink for textile printing, dyes, photographic chemicals and food preservatives, etc. Acetic acid is also used as cleaning agent, which is used in window cleaner, floor, etc. Now nitric acid. Nitric acid is used in production of fertilizers and explosive like gun cotton. It is used in preparation of aquaresia. You know what is aquaresia? Aquaresia is a fuming liquid in which the noble elements are dissolved. Noble elements are gold, silver, etc., which do not react with any other element. So it is used for cleaning gold and silver ornaments also. Nitric acid is used in manufacture of nylon and synthetic dyes. Students, as we have learned that acids are very useful in our day-to-day life. Like hydrochloric acid is used in cleaning metal surface, in dyeing industry, and sulfuric acid is used in car batteries, dyes, drug, paints and plastic. Nitric acid is used in making fertilizers and explosive. Phosphoric acid is also used in making fertilizers. Carbonic acid is used in soda water and soft drink. Acetic acid is used in food. Tartaric acid is used in baking powder. So on the whole, the acids are very useful for us. Students, now we will learn about bases. What are bases? Students, some substances are bitter in taste. So why do they taste bitter? Because of the presence of base. So the substances which are bitter in taste are called basic substances. And the examples of basic substances are baking soda, soap solution, detergents, toothpaste, dishwashing liquids, etc. Some chemicals are used in the laboratory that are also basics, like sodium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. Types of bases. Bases can be classified in two categories based on their strength: strong bases and weak bases. Strong bases. These bases are very corrosive, just like strong acids. They can damage tissue and burn the skin. They should be handled with care by using safety gloves. Examples of strong bases are sodium hydroxide, which is also known as caustic soda, and potassium hydroxide, which is known as caustic potash. Weak bases. Weak bases are not so corrosive as the strong bases. So whether it is a corrosive or not, every chemical should be handled with care. Example of weak bases are ammonium hydroxide, zinc hydroxide. Students, now we will discuss the properties of bases. Bases are usually bitter in taste and they are slippery or soapy to touch. If we touch window cleaner, we feel slippery because it contains ammonium hydroxide, which is a base. If we dip a red litmus paper in a base solution, it turns blue. Bases, when reacts with acids, produce salt and water. Some bases are soluble in water and some are not soluble in water. Bases like ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide are soluble in water. These bases are called alkalis. Bases like aluminum hydroxide are not soluble in water, so they are not alkalis. So all the alkalis are bases, but all the bases are not alkalis. Like aluminum hydroxide is a base but not alkali because it is not soluble in water. Bases have pH above 7 on pH scale. Students, now we will learn about the uses of bases. First very important base is sodium hydroxide, which is commonly known as caustic soda. It is used in unclogging the drains at home. How it works? It converts the fats and grease into soaps. Soaps are soluble in water, so the drains are cleaned. Fats and grease clogs the pipe. It is also used in manufacture of paper, textiles, soaps and detergent. Second very important base is potassium hydroxide, which is commonly known as caustic potash. It is used in production of disinfectants, liquid soaps, shampoos and drain cleaners. Potassium hydroxide is used in processing of chocolates and cocoa, soft drinks and in the thickening of ice cream. It is also used in the production of biodiesels. What is biodiesel? Biodiesel is a fuel usually derived from the vegetable sources such as soybean oil. Calcium hydroxide. It is a strong base and is commonly called slagged lime. It is a key ingredient in many agricultural pesticides. Excessive use of fertilizers sometimes make the soil acidic, which is not good for the growth of plants. The farmers add slagged lime to the soil to neutralize the effect of acid. A solution of calcium hydroxide is also used for whitewashing. Calcium hydroxide reacts slowly with carbon dioxide in air to form a thin layer of calcium carbonate on the walls. This gives shiny finish to the walls. Wastewater from factories is acidic in nature, so it is usually treated with calcium hydroxide before disposing in the water bodies, so it will not harm the aquatic life. Magnesium hydroxide. It is also known as milk of magnesia. It is used as an antacid that neutralizes excessive acidity in the stomach. Ammonium hydroxide. It is used in the manufacture of household cleaners and many other chemicals. Students, now you will be able to answer these questions. What is an acidic substance? Yes, the substances which are sour in taste, changes color of litmus from blue to red. Most of acids are soluble in water. What is a basic substance? The substance which is bitter in taste, which feels soapy if rubbed between the fingers, which changes color of litmus from red to blue, and most of the bases are not soluble in water. Students, this is the end of this learning session. I hope you all have understood chapter nicely. Thank you. I am thankful to my team members who all helped me in making this video. I am also thankful to the IT department. Thank you and have a nice day.